back with an exclusive interview with the parents of Terri Schiavo, Bob and Mary Schindler, and they are there with their attorney, George Tragos. George, just to sort of recap, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that the court had ordered that the feeding tube be removed. The Florida State Legislature passed Terry's law, which gave the Governor Bush the authority to order the tube be reinserted according to the parents' wishes. That law has now been declared unconstitutional. It's now up in the Court of Appeals to see whether it's constitutional. That's where we stand on the feeding tube issue. Is that right, George?
Well, actually, Greta, there's a later issue. It's been taken to the Florida Supreme Court. The appellate court passed on it and said it might as well just go to the Supreme Court. Why waste our time?
All right. Now, the other issue is this other investigation about whether or not somehow Terri had been harmed and her parents were not allowed to see her for 49, 50 days. Their parents have now been totally cleared. Why can't you get those parents in to see their daughter now that that's over?
The only explanation I can give is just plain meanness on the part of Mr. Schiavo. There's no reason why the parents can't come to see her. Everything that Mr. Schiavo and Mr. Filo have said about the danger has been proved false, yet they still won't let her in. We try to go to court.
Does he have the authority? Does he have the authority to ban the parents from seeing their daughter?
Technically, he's the guardian, and until the court reverses him, and we have a hearing set for the 26th, he's able to do it.
Bob, when was the last time you talked to your son-in-law, Michael?
No, the better part of 10 years, I guess. And just going back with Terri, one of our major concerns not being able to see her is the fact that she's in total isolation and has been, matter of fact, for 4 years, other than our family. And the only stimulation she gets is from our family, and we're very, very concerned that she may feel that we've abandoned her. And you know, if I had two demands to make, I would demand that Terri be moved from a hospice facility where she's been for 4 years, and that we get reinstated into visitation, because there's absolutely no reason why.
Well, I don't get that part of it. I don't understand why. I mean, well, there's the other debate over the, you know, removing the feeding tube or not, and what were Terry's wishes. I don't understand why you can't visit your daughter. But anyway, that's my beef with it.
My wife has had many, many tearful evenings, and I've witnessed it where she cried herself to sleep, that she has not been able to see her daughter. And it's the first time in all of Terry's life that she's been away from us that long.
Mary, prior to this 49, 50-day period, which was this ongoing investigation, which you've now been totally cleared, how often did you see your daughter in the hospice or the hospital?
We used to go up every weekend, and then I would try to get up there during the week because I work. But every weekend we saw her. And
when was the last time, Mary, that you spoke to your son-in-law, Michael?
I don't even remember. I think 1994, somewhere around there.
Mary, what would be the motivation for Michael to want to remove a feeding tube against your daughter's wishes?
Because he keeps saying it is her wishes. He keeps saying that's what she would want.
The fact that he has, you know, children of his own now, and he has a woman that he's living with and has lived with, you'd think he'd tend to his own family instead of, you know, interfering with Terry's life. So there has to be some motivation for that, and frankly, we just don't know what that is. It's
George?
Yes.
There was at one point a medical examination done in which 2 doctors were picked by Michael, 2 doctors picked by Bob and Mary's side of this, and the court picked a 5th doctor. And the 5 doctors examined Terri, and correct me if I'm wrong, 3 said there was no chance of recovery, 2 said she did, or had a possibility of recovery. Is that true?
No, it's not no chance for recovery. Some said there was some permanent damage. The issue is whether or not some of that damage can be reversed, whether or not she can improve. She's never going to be like you or me. That's never going to happen. And she has parents that are willing to take care of her in whatever state they're in. So why kill her?
Well, what is your thought, George? I mean, why? I mean, I don't know what Michael's motivation is, but why not turn the guardianship back over to the parents? What is it, because he believes that this is his wife and he wants to exercise what she told him? That's his viewpoint?
Greta, sometimes we can never understand, and again, you and I from our backgrounds, we can never understand why some people do some things, even some horrendous things. I'll never understand Michael Schiavo.
Bob, how hard is this on you?
Well, it's hard. I see my children are Terry's brother and sister. You know, we all love Terri, and I see the grief that they're having from this, and that's very troublesome to me. And also, I have my own feelings. And like I said, I'm afraid Terri may feel that she's been abandoned. And we were our only people that were really communicating with her and giving her any kind of stimulation. And just a side note, Terri has not been outside for 4 years.
And it seems to me, at the very least, I mean, I don't know how the courts will resolve this, at the very least, that, at least my opinion, the parents ought to be able to see their daughter while this is being debated.
Well, she shouldn't be in a hospice, Greta, because she should be in a full care nursing home, not in a hospices for people that are dying.
And with that, we need to say goodnight to the three of you. Thank you all for joining me. Tough topic. Thank you all.